Hello students, welcome to the class. Today we are going to discuss the topic probability. Probability is the possibility of happening and non-happening of an event. For example, if I toss a coin, so the total outcomes are two. That is one head and the other one is tail. So if I find the possibility of happening of a tail, then that will be 1 by 2. Similarly, if I find the possibility of getting a head, that is also 1 by 2. In normal words, we say that probability of getting head or tail is 50-50 percentage. So if we convert it into fraction, we get 1 by 2. So if we come down to formula, the formula of probability is number of ways in which an event occurs upon total possible of events. Or in other simple words, you can also say that probability is equals to favorable outcomes upon total outcome. Now I am taking another example of a die which you must have used while playing Ludo. So this has total 6 outcomes starting from number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and I think you must be aware about this. Okay. So total outcomes are 6. So if I ask you probability of finding a number greater than 3, then what it will be? Number greater than 3 are 4, 5 and 6. So there are total favorable outcomes 3 upon 6. That is 1 by 2 if we find that in simplest form. If we have to find probability of getting even number in a die, then how we'll find it? First, we must be aware about even numbers. So even numbers are those numbers which are divisible by 2. So if we find numbers between 1 to 6, then how many numbers are divisible by 2? 2, 4 and 6. That means favorable outcomes are 3 upon 6. That means in simplest form that becomes 1 by 2. Similarly, if you have to find probability of getting odd numbers, then it will be odd numbers are 1, 3 and 5. Then again 3 upon 6, that means 1 by 2. If you have to find probability of getting a number greater than 4 in a die, then it will be, so number greater than 4 are 5 and 6. Normally numbers can be many, but in a die maximum number that is 6, so 5 and 6. So probability becomes 2 upon 6, that will be in simplest form 1 by 3. Similarly, if you have to find probability of getting a number greater than 6. So greater than 6 number are 7, 8. But 7, 8 does not occur in a die. A die has maximum number 6, 1 till 6. So the probability of having a number greater than 6 will be 0. Similarly, if you have to find probability of getting number less than 7. So number less than 7 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And all these 6 number exist in total outcomes of a die. So that will become 6 upon 6. Favorable outcomes are also 6 and total number are also 6. So that will give you 1. So right now, while discussing probability, we came across the answer 1 and 0. So 0 is impossible event and 1 is sure event. Another event can occur between 0 and 1. So we can also conclude that the probability always lies between 0 and 1. Till now we have discussed about a coin which is tossed and a die which is thrown. Okay. So now we'll take two coins are thrown. So we have to find the sample space. So for finding the sample space, we should first know the outcomes of when one coin is tossed. When one coin is tossed, then we get head or a tail. Okay. So similarly, another coin will also get head or tail. Okay. So sample space will be head, head. Both have head. Another one can be both tail. Okay. And the third condition can be first head and second tail. And the last condition is first is tail and another one is head. So we'll have 4 sample space which is listed on the screen. Now taking another example, suppose a bag has 1 lemon and 1 orange. Okay. So probability of finding lemon becomes 1 by 2 like we discussed in case of heads and tail. Similar is this one. Similarly, probability of getting orange is also 1 by 2. Total there are 2, and if I find only for the orange, then that becomes 1 by 2. For another example, let's take 2 lemons and 1 orange. Okay. So if we have to find probability of orange, then it will be 1 by 3 because total things are 3 and orange is 1. That becomes 1 by 3. Similarly, if I have to find probability of lemons, then that becomes how many lemons are there? 2. That becomes favorable outcomes. And total how many are there? 3. So 2 upon 3. I'm sure you must have seen lemons and oranges at your homes. That's why I took this example. So another example is of ball. Consider there are 2 red balls and 3 black balls. Okay. So what will the probability of getting red ball? So how many red balls do we have? We have 2 red balls and total balls are 3 plus 2, that becomes 5. So the probability of getting a red ball is 2 upon 5. So students, that's it for today's class. We'll continue learning in our next class.